If your cat has started peeing just outside the litter box or keeps going in and out of it again and again, you are not a bad owner, and your cat is not being bad. For years, we have been told that a cat who goes outside the box is angry or getting revenge. It is not true. A cat does this because something is wrong, physical, emotional, or medical, and it is the only way they have to tell you. Today, 7 signals most loving owners miss, and the last one only looks like a demand. Number 1, peeing right next to the box. The first signal is the one owners misread the most. Your cat pees right next to the box, not across the room, not on your bed, just beside it, as if they almost made it. Think about the last time this happened. What did you assume it meant? Most people assume the cat is being careless, but in cat behavior, going right beside the box often means the opposite of not caring. It can mean your cat still wants to use that spot, but something about it has started to hurt. When a cat feels pain while urinating, even once, they can begin to link the box itself with that pain. Think of it like a person who burns their hand on a stove. They do not abandon the kitchen forever, but they hesitate at that one burner. Your cat is not rejecting you. They are telling you that the box or their own body has started to feel unsafe. The next time you see this, you will know it is not a mess to clean up and sigh over. It is a reason to call your veterinarian. Number 2, straining with almost nothing coming out. The second signal is the one I need you to take seriously because it can be the difference between a scare and an emergency. Your cat goes to the box again and again and again, in and out, squatting, straining, producing almost nothing, maybe a few drops, maybe nothing at all. It is easy to mistake this for constipation. Many loving owners do. But repeated straining with little or no urine can point to a blockage in the urinary tract. And in male cats especially, whose bodies make them far more vulnerable, this can turn life-threatening within hours. Let me be clear about what I mean. When I say hours, I mean it. If your cat is visiting the box over and over and little or nothing is coming out, this is not a wait and see moment. This is a same day, call your vet now moment. Not tomorrow, today. Number 3, crouching in the box too long. The third signal lives in the smallest details. Your cat crouches in the box far longer than usual. Maybe they make a small sound you have never heard from them before. Maybe they visit far more often than they used to. Guess which part of your cat's daily routine tells a veterinarian more about hidden pain than almost anything else? It is this one. Cats are built to hide discomfort. It is an instinct older than your living room, from a time when showing weakness could mean danger. So when the pain finally reaches the surface, it often shows up here first, in the one place they cannot fake. That long, quiet crouch is not stubbornness. It is effort. And effort in the litter box almost always deserves a closer look. One gentle note, so we stay honest. This kind of straining has different likely causes in a young cat than in an older one. So the answer is never to guess at home. It is to let a professional look. Number 4, suddenly not burying anymore. The fourth signal is quieter and easy to miss. Your cat has always buried neatly like a tiny architect, and then one day they simply stop. Or the reverse. A cat who never bothered suddenly starts covering everything with great anxious effort. We tend to read this as a bad habit forming, but covering or not covering is one of the ways cats speak about how safe they feel in their own territory. In the wild, burying waste can be about not advertising your presence, while leaving it uncovered can be a quiet statement of confidence. So a sudden change is rarely about manners. It is about how secure your cat feels right now, in this home this week. Not a bad habit, a change worth noticing, and if you have ever seen this and felt a small flicker of worry, that was not you overthinking. That was you observing. So here is what actually helps. If the change was sudden, let a vet rule out pain first. Sore joints or a claw grown long enough to press into the paw pad can quietly make digging hurt, so a cat simply stops. If your cat is healthy, the fix is usually the box itself. Keep it clean and scooped every day. Offer a soft, fine, unscented litter and give them enough of it, roughly 2 to 3 inches deep, so there is something worth digging into. Most cats start covering again the moment the box feels right under their paws. And here's the part that almost no video covers. Sometimes the litter box is not telling you about your cat's bladder at all. It is telling you about your home. Researchers studying a condition called feline idiopathic cystitis, sometimes called Pandora syndrome, have found that in many cats, these urinary flare-ups are tied not only to the bladder, but to stress. A new pet, a move, a change in routine, a tension in the household your cat felt long before you did. Their stress response system and their bladder are wired far more closely than most people imagine. Translated into your daily life, this means something remarkable. Sometimes your cat's litter box is reacting to an argument, a schedule change, a house guest, something emotional in a place you always thought was purely physical. Your cat is not being dramatic. They are being honest about a feeling they have no other way to say out loud. Number 5, avoiding the high-sided box. The fifth signal breaks my heart a little because it is so often mistaken for a cat simply getting difficult with age. An older cat begins avoiding a covered box or a box with high sides. Maybe they perch strangely on the edge. Maybe they hover half in, as if the whole thing has become a small mountain to climb. Here is what is likely happening. Studies suggest that around 90% of cats over roughly 12 years of age show signs of joint disease on x-rays, even when their owners never noticed a limp. Cats are masters at hiding it. So that high wall you barely think about can feel to aging joints, like being asked to climb into a bathtub several times a day. Your senior cat is not becoming stubborn. They are asking for a gentler door, a lower entry, a bigger, easier space they do not have to conquer just to feel clean. Sometimes that one change quietly gives them back their dignity. Before the last 2 signals, one question. Of everything so far, which have you actually caught your own cat doing? The peeing beside the box, the endless straining, the sudden change in covering, the high-sided box they now avoid. Tell me the number in the comments. I read everyone. Number 6, kicking litter everywhere. The 6th signal is shorter, but worth catching. Your cat kicks litter halfway across the room or scratches at the wall and the floor around the box instead of the litter itself. It is easy to laugh this off as pure chaos, but often it is a small, polite complaint from the most fastidious roommate you will ever have. The box may be too small, the litter too shallow, or simply not clean enough for a creature who is, by nature, far tidier than we are. Many cats prefer a soft, fine, unscented litter and a box roomier than the ones most stores sell, though every cat keeps its own opinion. When they scratch around it instead of in it, they are often saying what a person says when they wipe a smudged glass before drinking from it. Not misbehavior, a standard. Number 7, using it the moment you clean it. And the 7th signal is the one that looks like a demand, but means the opposite. You finish scooping the box, you turn to walk away, and your cat marches straight in to use it, or they wait quietly until you are nearby before they go at all. It is easy to feel this as impatience, but think about what it truly takes for an animal to choose their most vulnerable moment and do it right beside you. That is not rudeness, that is trust. In that instant, your cat is telling you that a fresh, clean space and your presence mean the same thing to them. Safety. Most cat owners will never notice this, but you just did. And that 7th signal quietly connects to something bigger. The litter box is usually the very first place age begins to show in a cat. long before the gray around the muzzle, long before the slower jump onto the couch. There's a whole set of quiet signals that come next in how your cat sleeps, how they move, how they watch you from across the room, and most owners miss every single one, right up until the day they suddenly cannot. So look at your cat right now in this exact moment and notice how they are sitting, because the next sign of aging often hides inside something they do 100 times a day. And once you learn to see it, you will never be able to unsee it.